you talking about?
I know, look at us.
Oh, I'm gonna be a sniffly dude this whole... Should I get Kleenex before we start, just in case?
Do you need them? I don't know. It's on you.
I don't know. Do I need them?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. If I have to, I'll get them. What's the...
I'll do it.
Okay.
We are live already. I'm not gonna say our password on the live.
that's why I said, what's the... I just looked at you. I was like,
yeah.
I don't really want that. Not like anyone's gonna be able to grab this computer and figure it out, but God forbid.
They'll find the computer. They'll find this clip where we say the password. They'll hunt it down, trust.
Oh, you weirdos.
All right. Ooh.
I might have to get Kleenex. All right, you do this. I'm gonna get Kleenex. Don't you sigh at me.
It wasn't at you. That was just a general one.
You're like, this guy. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to be sniffling the whole time.
Hello, welcome to the Lunchtime Live. We're a bit early. We're a couple minutes early, but I'm Ross. I'm here with Logan, who just went to get a Kleenex because he's having some allergy problems. It's that time of year. I'm just gonna get our... that's annoying.
I got my roll of Kleenex. Allergies be hitting today. Here, I got it. Do you need to sign in, or?
Yeah, I need a... What are you gonna do?
Verification, or whatever. The two-step crap. Do you need that?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I need to...
Alright, I have it on my phone whenever you...
one.
Thank God we started early, huh?
Yeah, no technical difficulties. Nothing that's unheard of with the Amped crew.
No, of course not.
All right, let's see. Get the password for the thing.
Can't see any of the comments because I'm not getting on my...
Don't worry, guys. We'll be there in a second to read your wonderful comments. Oh my gosh, I can't. All right, we're looking at... I hit me with that two-step.
And...
That two-step boogie.
Yes, me.
There we go. Oh, great. That didn't help me for this, though. It was supposed to help. Can you pull up the comments on your phone?
Yeah, on Instagram or...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, pull them up, pull them up. Oh.
I'll probably only have, like, the most recent ones. Because, remember, that's how that works.
Oh.
So I'm going to go sit over there and see if anyone said anything while you figure this out.
Yeah, please do.
Ooh. Could I get a more cramped area to work? All right.
What do we got?
Is this how it feels to be God over here?
Yeah, that's how it feels.
The wild gazelle. I kid you boys already. What? Okay. Oh, I miss you boys. Love that.
Miss you boys, yeah.
Tyrese, keep it 1000 says. How's it going, guys? It is going. Speaking of which,
good.
I think we should. Do you want to do the intro now, or do you want to wait?
I did one when you weren't in the room.
How dare you? I was gone for 15 seconds.
We'll do a second. We can do a secondary
God.
intro. You got to come back in the frame, though.
I know. Stick slider. Logan, I miss you, buddy. I miss you too, man. Trust. Bunch of people. RAG says, howdy back. Is that a microphone on site? Yes, it is. Cheer up, Amped Airsoft. Dude, we are cheery. Just a little delirious because we just had barbecue for lunch.
We
Because
did
a
have
rep
barbecue
came
for lunch.
by.
It was great.
Oh, I am so full. I could give birth.
All right, I have them here.
You do?
Yeah.
Sick. Do you have all the other ones up too?
Yeah.
Twitch and well, not Twitch. Who cares about Twitch?
You want a more cramped area? Try fitting in the cupboard in the blood bus.
That is fair. I'm also I don't weigh
not gonna
80
do
pounds
that.
soaking wet, so that's a little bit easier for you to do. Oh, sweet Christ! Can you move this?
Yeah, move it out.
Oh, thank you.
You just brought a roll of toilet paper in here?
I need Kleenex. What do you want?
It's not a Kleenex.
It's Kleenex adjacent.
Fine,
Come
it's
on now.
fine. Hey guys, what's AEG stand for? I know what it stands for.
I will leave.
What's up? How's it going? Someone asked you to let your hair down?
Why? It hasn't been cut in months. I look disheveled. We're not doing that. Get,
All right.
I was gonna say PayPal me $50. I'll do it.
So for you guys who weren't here at the start, I'm Ross. This is
Logan.
And we are here with our Amped Airsoft Lunchtime Live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. We
Yes,
come
sir.
and we talk about airsoft things or anything you guys want to talk about, honestly. So you can go ahead and, shoot away some questions for us. What does AEG stand for need to become a T-shirt? That would be just immortalizing our shame.
That'd be very funny. You know what? I'm okay with that actually, because that'd be very, very funny.
American Entertainment Group, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's what it stands for.
Are we live on TikTok as well or no?
No, we are not. No, TikTok's being weird. They.
I am so cool with that. I thought I was gonna have to put my phone for some stupid shit.
Hi, Eric. Eric's here, everybody. Everyone say hi to Eric.
Hi, Eric.
I'll pull up toys just to have it.
Put this somewhere out of frame, so it's out of shame.
It's fair. We got anything going on? Anything coming up?
What do you mean, like event-wise?
Yeah, I know we'll be at on the beginning of April. We will be at Sector 7's Pressure Cooker 5, as well as MSW.
Abkhaz.
Is that Abkhaz?
That's Abkhaz out in West Virginia. So we'll be there. I'll be playing Abkhaz, which I'm so excited to go. That AO's freaking dope. Next weekend is Emsado Libertas. I know a couple of us from the office are going there, me specifically as well. We'll be going there to play.
Yeah, we are not vending.
We're not vending. Yeah, we're going there to play and just hang out because that is going to be a really cool AO. Christ, we just have so much stuff going on at all times. That's hard. Let's look up the Amped Airsoft events. Yep, click this. Website is so low. Yeah, TRP end of the month, Abkhaz and Pressure Cooker on looks like the 4th and the April 4th. Salsk is April 18th at Battle Springs Ranch. That place is freaking cool to go play at.
That's an MSW.
Yeah. Then we have Pressure Cooker, which is the looks like it's the 5th, which we'll be at as well. GGP Gun Gamers April 26th. Deadfall, that is going to be an awesome event. We have Black Site April 12th to 13th.
Yeah, a lot of cool ones.
April 27th, another TRP game, and then finally that's it for April. So we have
we got a lot in April.
So many in April.
I'm going to an AMS event next month. Anything I should make sure I bring.
Bandages, dude, bring your bandages. Holy crap, bandages and everything else you can buy on site. Because if you don't have those bandages, people like me, who's always the medic, are going to kill you. And we're not going to let you revive, and we're going to watch you bleed out because you need to learn a lesson.
Yeah, so just get a roll of ace bandages. You can get them pretty much anywhere.
They're like $2, maybe. And AMS sells them too. If you forget them and you go to the tent, like that's the one thing. That and a deadlight, please.
Yeah, Eric says meet and greet with Ross and ex-amped Eric at TRP. Yeah, we'll be there at TRP. we'll be slinging some BBs if you're local. It's always fun. It's the first one this season, so. But yeah, for AMS, I mean, bring what you would normally bring to an event. It is a Milsim, but it's not as hardcore as something like, Milsim West is going to be.
Yeah.
So it's prep for a long day out. Make sure you got a lot of water.
Or they go like 10 to 12 hour stints. There's like no break time, so you just are going for those 10. You don't have to. You can go walk off the field and eat lunch, but like don't really want to. Try to be out there as long as possible. Kind of immerse yourself a little bit.
Definitely bring some food. Just prep a bit for it. That's really the main thing.
Water's the biggest thing. Doesn't matter if it's hot or cold, man. You get dehydrated and that's the end of your day.
Yep. Opinion on Wolverine 308. It's nice.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, the 308s, they definitely sling. One of our former employees had one that he brought to TRP one time, and I mean, he was using it basically as a sniper rifle.
Yeah, those things are sweet.
Yeah, they're definitely cool. If you want, like, you know, the MTW quality and you want something that's, like, a little bit different in platform, the 308s are definitely a
100%.
cool vibe.
100%.
Eric said, hi, Logan.
Hi. A lot of people say hi to all the Erics.
Yeah. Drive home was both not bad and awful at the same time. I believe it. You guys left kind of late.
You also
on
didn't
Saturday.
text me when you got home. I was worried for the past 4 days that you got into a car crash and died.
4 days.
How dare you? Yeah, that's totally what I thought. Glad you guys made it home safe, though. Yeah, you guys are, oh my god, all the way up to like Wisconsin, Minnesota area. Ugh, from here. Made that drive before. It's not fun.
Yeah.
I'm working on a mullet too right now, so I feel it. Let it fly, dude. No, I'm all right. I need to get the haircut. You can already see it coming out the bat way too much, anyways.
What's your favorite muzzle attachment? Right now, I really like the PTS Sandmans, the tracer / suppressor. They're cutie. I like them. I think they're a good look, and they work well for me. I haven't had any problems with mine. So
favorite recently, and I know why he's asking this. It's the PTS Sandman with the Smoky Wolf tracer unit inside of it because it's cool and it gives you that, like, obviously that simulation to it.
Yeah.
My overall favorite is back in the day, there was this gold Mad Bull Noveski sound amplifier that I thought was just the bee's knees. It was the coolest thing ever. No flash, nothing. It was just so loud. Yeah, I think so,
like the CNC machined amplifiers.
Yeah,
that,
dude.
like,
those are so cool.
Those are like the best sounding ones, I think.
Yeah, just
they had a pop to them.
Yeah,
that
it
was really nice.
very, very cool.
I don't see those at all anymore.
Not a lot of people use amplifiers now.
No,
they're
not
more
really.
about like the actual like what muzzle device you're gonna put on the end of it.
Yeah.
Those are cool though. I think Mad Bull, I forget what company it is. I think it was Mad Bull made that amplifier with an internal tracer unit in it. So you have the tracer and then you also have that like poppy noise to it.
Yeah,
not as cool as the OGs though.
Yeah, I mean they also make the tracer amplifiers.
Yeah.
Everything I need for a Wolverine Inferno, not the tank setup. Is that a question? Yeah. Okay, you're asking what all you need. Well, I mean, you need the Wolverine Inferno.
Yeah, and if you're not getting a tank setup, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Like,
you need the gun that you're gonna put it in.
yeah, I forgot. Make sure it's the right version, I guess.
Yeah, and then I mean, assuming that the gun you have has your trigger and everything, and you don't need any modification, you should be able to just drop it in there.
Yeah, and be done with it.
If you have the tank set up, then you won't need that. So. The engine and the gun.
There you go.
I mean, unless you're doing something special, I mean, you might want to do a barrel build and stuff, but that's really up
That's
to
always
personal
recommended.
preference. Bring a 2.5 liter of Mountain
Don't listen to him.
Dew
No.
and drink no water all day.
Don't
You'll
listen
be
to him,
the most
please.
energized player.
Yeah, energized until you're not. Please don't.
Yeah, bring Ghost, all right?
That doesn't help either. Is anyone going to MK Clarksburg mini Milsim this weekend?
They're doing a mini Milsim.
Yeah, so they're doing a mini Milsim. I think it's 40-minute games. And they have different game modes and stuff. I believe that's the last time I talked to the owner at MK, which was like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago.
If I'm being honest, dude, all their games should be 40 minutes.
No, I agree. I don't think
it takes so long to walk from spawn to.
I don't think all their games should be 40 minutes. I think that they should have a mix between having their short games where it's like 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it ends up being, and then having like maybe 1 or 2 40-minute games. Because
for sure,
what you just said, it's so long to walk between. But definitely some of those games, like if we did capture the flag for 40 minutes, we'd be so gassed, right?
Yeah,
but it probably takes a little bit more planning to figure out a couple different objectives in the span of 40 minutes to play within a CQB. Well, not even. It's an outdoor field. Let's be honest, with a roof over its head. None of us here, excuse me, are going to that. I think one of our employees is heading out that way to drop some stuff off to show support, but I don't know if he's playing. That is about it, but I don't think any of us here are that. I have a wedding this weekend, unfortunately, I have to go to, or else I'd probably be there because that sounds more fun than the wedding I'm going to be part of.
This is interesting. They have faction uniform requirements.
Yep.
So you have tan, green, and black.
Okay.
But black is Russia.
I don't make the games.
I
Gabe
know you
does.
don't. I know. Hey, I'm just saying that when I think of
Russia should be green.
Yeah, exactly. Russia should be green
Yeah.
team.
It's all right. I think it is still going to be good. It's cool that they're doing 3. Oh well, it makes sense though because black is like a special forces unit for the
But
quantity that they
if you
have.
look, the permitted colors per faction. So tan is multicam and solid tan. Green is M05 solid green, M81 woodland, and then
Yeah.
black is just black. So if you're running, if you want to do it like, obviously it's a totally different thing than like a traditional milsim. But like in my mind, when I think of it, it's like, oh, maybe I want to run like my Russian impression kit. But
Yeah.
you can't because you would technically be tan team, which is Homeland Security.
Well, does gear color matter? Because you could wear your gear.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about gear, but at least the permitted colors per faction.
I'm sure that's probably your base uniform. Oh, headgear must match your whatever faction color. Vest color does not match. So gear colors. So yeah, you could still do your impression kit. You just have to wear your normal BDUs.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
Black
not
BDU
full
would not be
immersion.
the impression at all.
Yeah, but
so.
you immersion nerds.
You get the point I'm trying to say.
You're an immersion nerd. That's all I can
Of course.
understand from
I
this.
mean, that's why I do it. So.
Yeah. I would like to
interesting.
go to one of those events, honestly, because I would
It's
like to play
interesting.
40 minutes at once on that field because it is so
Yeah,
large
I
and
mean,
there's
that's what
so
it
much
is.
opportunity there to do that. It would, honestly, I think it's going to work out just fine.
Yeah. No,
So
no.
the next one that they have coming up, as long as we're not in a NatOp or something like that, I will definitely be going.
That'd
I
be
will say
cool.
that much.
It's interesting for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Let's see. Maybe.
I mean, we can buy the province place mall.
Oh,
Yeah,
We will not be purchasing a mall.
it'd be cool.
I have to ask questions on brand, of course.
Yeah.
Party in the back, business in the front.
Hashtag mullet. No.
I run an amped on my saws, and I'm working on an amp with tracer.
Nice.
Yeah, the
Okay.
amplifiers are cool.
Yeah, amped on LMGs. Amplifiers on LMGs are awesome. I used to have the old school amplifier I was telling you about, and then a Gen 1 Crytek LMG. Just.
Vic said, "Man, Tom and Eric look way different these days." That's funny.
Yeah, I actually have my hair back.
I got a Polestar F2. Is there a way to change what joules are put out without messing with the PSI on my regulator? A
Polestar Fusion
little
2, and there's a way to change what joules are put out.
like your poppet.
I mean,
Your
make sure your
dwell.
dwell and all that other
Yeah.
fun stuff is
But not-
set properly, but the
Not a lot. It'll change it by like a handful FPS, but you're not getting vast differences in FPS.
no, you would just
That's
want to
change
mess
the
with the
PSI.
regulator. Yeah.
The PSI is the like when you're changing FPS, especially on the fly or anything like at a field, it's always going to be with the PSI
Yeah.
on your regulator. So,
And-
poppers and nozzle swap on FE.
Yeah, lightning banjo.
Lightning
Yep.
banjo, yeah.
The answer's to the line.
Live. I'm not gonna get any of it. Okay. Tam team for the win makes sense. What's your guys' dream airsoft gun build and why?
Ooh, I got mine.
Yeah.
So way back, there was this airsoft gun called the Striker or the Sweeper.
Yeah.
It was a hopper-fed, air-powered. Basically, imagine the Flat 10, but it's fully automatic. It hose out. You see those guys who do like the flamethrower videos, where they have the bottle of BBs and it's a hose connected to an air tank. And they go, and it's just that.
Yeah.
It's a more refined version of that. It's
Interesting.
called It's either called the Striker or the Sweeper. I can't remember which one. Umbrella Armory released a video that they had one years ago. That would be my dream build because it's just OP, it's crazy, and it's just so niche that no one else in the world would ever have it. Done.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's a little more basic. I just want an RPD.
Short barreled RPD, little
Yeah,
bushwookie one.
chopped RPD. You know,
That'd be
Vietnam
sweet.
style. I think they're pretty sweet.
That'd be sweet.
That's like my dream build. But I mean, it's hard to call it a dream build because it is within the realm of like possibility. Like I could build it if I wanted to shell out a little bit of money. So
Yeah, I don't even think they make Strafer. It's called the Mark II Strafer. That's what it was called.
fair enough.
Figured it out. Yeah, that thing is sweet. I'm gonna fact check myself and be wrong.
People are kind of talking to each other, which is always great to see in the chat here.
Oh no, I clicked shopping.
Vic giving out
Mark
the
IV.
HPA knowledge, like
Yeah.
the tech you are, Vic.
This monstrosity. That whole top
Is
portion
that
is
thing
a
3D
hopper.
printed?
No, I think it's a
I hate that. That looks
shell
terrible.
kit.
Why
Dude,
would
it
you
is
want that? Why would
so.
you want that?
It is so cool.
Uh,
Just listening to it shoot is insane.
Yeah.
I guess it was marketed for like police stuff, and people just modified for airsoft use.
Yeah, fair enough. The Shorty MG42 would be my dream airsoft gun. That'd be pretty sweet.
Shorty MG42.
Yeah, the MG42s are sweet. I don't know if I've seen necessarily like a short.
All right, well, I'm interested now. If it's that second photo, that'd be so funny.
Yeah, right.
Tiny MG42. Wow.
No, yeah, they're pretty cool. They're just like the shorter barrel and stuff, so they kind of look like a space gun a little bit.
Get that. Get the MG42, then put a 22 cal into it, and just with the fire rate of an MG42. That'd be the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, it'd be pretty stupid. That's fun. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Was that OG Slothman? What guns do you usually run when we play? I have my set build. I think we actually talked about this like last week. Or one of the other lives, but I have a set.
At some point, sure.
Yeah, I have a set build basically. I have my same plate carrier, my same gun. My standard go-to is I have a Tier 1 Fatco Customs, like 9.5-inch URGI M4. It's awesome. If you watch our YouTube channel, it's in I think almost any of the videos I'm running an actual M4, unless I'm specifically playtesting something else. And that is my go-to. Doesn't break, doesn't die. Has worked for anything and everything in the coldest weather and the hottest weather, and I'm in love with it. And I love supporting Dean because he's a good friend of mine, and he just genuinely makes really good products. So that's my go-to.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm pretty partial to my Mark 47. It's a SEMA Mark 47 that I installed the Phoenix backdraft.
That guy?
Yeah, the backdraft the Phoenix engine into.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it just because it's kind of like a jack. I mean, I really just run it for indoor. When it comes to outdoor, I run my LCT AK-12 with a Mancraft PDIK installed, just because it really reaches out and ranges at those outdoor fields.
That's fair, yeah.
But it is heavy, I'll say that. It's a heavy build. But that's kind of my two like go-tos. I also love my shotgun, my Jagarm scatter gun.
Yeah, those things are sweet. I remember having the
a lot of fun.
TM little preachers.
Yeah, the
I miss
breachers are
that.
great too. I mean, they're fun. But that's kind of like my go-to, just like grab off the wall and run. I like them because they're pretty simple to operate and everything, and they don't take much.
Yeah.
So,
You need to make a dual HP engined heavy machine gun, otherwise there's no benefit over LMG.
this is in response to them having a.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a conversation about HPA engines that I'm not up to date on here.
Me leaning in ever so closely.
Yeah, I'm kind of caught up on here though.
Yeah.
Girlfriend runs the Shorty Breacher. I run a tactical full shoddy. Yeah, they're cool. I mean, I think the Breachers are really cool, especially for like our field here. It's such a tight CQB environment that having no stock and stuff gives you a lot of mobility.
Also, just shotguns and airsoft are cool.
They are.
Like,
the full stock ones are fun.
nothing is more intimidating than slam firing shotguns or just the shotgun, and you're sitting on the other side of the wall going, because they are not fun to play against, but they're really fun to play with, in my opinion.
Which engine we talking about, Ross? LOL. That the YouTube, huh? Bro, what? Nick, what are you talking about, dude? I was talking about the Backdraft Phoenix engine. I don't know what you're asking.
Oh, boys, I'm out. Say goodbye to Gray Bush. Have a great day. Be safe and be well.
Have a good one, man.
You too. I can't promise they'll be safe, though.
Did you get the new Crytex in yet, Ross? If not, go yell at Kevin. Did we get the new Crytex? We don't. We haven't. Do you know where they're at? Do you know any updates? The Gen 3 ones?
No, I don't think we've gotten the Gen 3 ones. Maybe we did just get an order in recently. I think so.
We might. Vic, you might be in luck. I'm not
Maybe.
sure. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't work in receiving, or else I'd be able to tell you.
Yeah.
I think we might have. We did get an order in recently from a bunch of different people, so it probably got mixed into there. We're just waiting to put them up on the website as the Gen 3 version.
Yup.
Let's be honest, YouTube kind of dead today. Unless the chat is doing the weird thing where it doesn't.
It definitely might have not. No.
Damn, YouTube kind of dead.
That's where we're at. Yeah, I know we're not playing a game, so everyone's bored.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was popping. What was it, last week? It was going off pretty well.
Heck yeah, I'm currently running a Russell Customs 416A5 and a Stoner 63 Polar Star F2. The Stoner is a sweet build. I love a good Stoner.
Dude, those are things.
It's that same Vietnam LMG vibe that I'm all about.
So. We got a buddy of ours, and he's got that shortcut little stoner. Who
Yeah.
makes that? Who makes that? That is
GMP one.
no, Billy. He's got it. It's like this big.
Yeah. I don't remember. the
Scum
brand.
Customs. Yeah, the Scum
Yeah,
Custom stoner.
yeah.
That thing is insane. It's just this tiny little machine gun that's this big.
It's pretty cool.
I want one of them so bad.
Did you tap your shotgun or leave it gas? I tapped mine, and if I'm being honest, I think they kind of need to be tapped.
I agree.
The gas efficiency, just like
Not me this time.
it just isn't there. When I run it like out on the field, CQB, I mean, I'll get maybe through a shell and a half, and then like I'm running out of gas, and sometimes like for me, for like a single life, like that's not enough.
No.
You know? Like I'll be in the middle of firefight, and I take a shot, and I just see him kind of lose power, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't have a follow up, and so I'm just kind of out of luck.
No, I agree. I agree. They need to be tapped.
But you tap it, and you have that consistency. Every shot is going out at the same amount of power, and you don't have to worry about running out of gas in the middle of the game. I think tapping it is the way to go for sure.
Agree. 110% agree.
Of course, you got to run a tank line of reg, which like it can
Yeah,
be
but
a pain.
at
but
that point,
I'm
when you
used
have a
to it.
shotgun and it's that you have the full length shotgun, right?
Yeah,
and you're
yeah. I mean,
brooming around corners, like it's not like at that point, like you're expected to run something. You're already running something unwieldy. And if you have a small little pistol shot like that, doing that with a tank line reg is like minimal.
That's easy. It's nice. Gen 3 looks nice. You see that the Avalons now have gate asters and maple leaf from the factory.
Ooh, I have not seen that.
I've not seen that. I don't think we have any of the new... Do we have any of the new Avalons?
I haven't seen any Avalons coming in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to get one of those in. That's pretty interesting.
Preferred item.
Preferred team at TRP, blue or red?
I've never played a TRP. I've been here for a year and a half now, so I need to get out there one day.
What is the preferred team at TRP? It's always red. You're gonna have a better time hiding in the foliage when it's red instead of blue. It's pretty woodsy.
Okay,
So,
I guess.
I mean, you're definitely gonna find more reds out there than blues. So my answer is red. I'd rather be on red team.
It's like yes. Okay, sure. I guess.
That's my answer.
Okay.
What? You got a different opinion?
No, you're gonna have an armband anyways. You're gonna get seen.
This dude.
What do you mean, this dude? You're gonna have an armband. You're gonna get seen anyways.
This dude.
Unless red has like a better spawn, then I don't understand the difference.
Well, no, you
of opinion.
switch spawns.
So what's okay?
What's
I
the
can't
difference?
say
What do you
anything.
mean?
I can't say anything because
You've
I haven't
never
been there.
been. You've never
Exactly.
been
I
there.
can't say anything, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep my trap shut.
That's crazy.
I was crazy once.
Don't start. Yeah, mine's all checked out in bullcraft parts. That is also in response to somebody else's conversation.
Probably the stoner.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This sucks not having up on the computer.
I know.
We have a YouTube chat on this one side of the screen, and we have the phone resting up against the other side of the screen, and we're manually scrolling through it.
Yeah, we're trying here. Shotgun guy always ran the spring shotgun. When he went HPA tapped, he wasn't as effective. And
Spring
I've seen
shotguns.
Spring
Shotguns still have definitely have a place in Airsoft because
spring shotguns are great.
those OG like what was that SEMA? It was like a CMO
Yeah.
something or other, the crappy ones that have like the faux rubber grip and you rattle it and it just sounds like you could break it any goddamn moment.
Those were the
UTG Springers.
UTG.
Yeah, those
I was
guys.
trying to think of the name.
Those are so cool. I still have an OG one back in my folks' place. And
They
it's
are great. I mean, there's honestly like, there's really no reason to run a gas one over a spring one. Like the spring ones run just about the same. You're gonna get a little more out of your gas one, but like if you're running indoor, especially, it's really kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
The springs are pretty great. So.
The only way and the only time I would ever go ahead and recommend a gas over a spring is if you're looking for something that's specifically more shotgun-like, so you would have that 6 shots. There's no springer that I know that does 6 shots. It's all 3-shot, right?
Yeah, they're usually 3-shot. Yeah.
So like if you want a 6-shot, then that's the only time I'd be like, yeah, a gas one
But
makes
like,
sense.
I don't even run 6 on my gas one just because it blows through shells too fast. So.
It's mag adapter.
No.
Sorry, I'll do it.
Sorry,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm anti-mag adapter on the shotgun.
Sorry, yeah, we were anti-wrong.
Yeah, no. You should run the shells. Just get used to it. 5KU tracer, but I tapped it, and I don't like having to worry about ammo and air. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, worry about one. Just ammo. you know. Back to adulting. Have fun, Tom and Henrik.
Bye.
Thanks, Vic. See ya.
He did say foliage. He did say it incorrectly, though.
How did I say it incorrectly?
You said, like, foliage or some
I
random
said
stuff.
foliage.
You flubbed it. I just looked at you, and I'm like, okay.
That'd be funny.
Finally, for once, English is not your strong suit, not mine.
Wrong. The answer is blue. Eric, you're wrong. I'm sorry. You can fight me.
I still have no opinion on this. I'm waiting for some inclusion in this joke, and I have none.
Another indoor field we used to go to does band, no band, and the bands are retroflective, so I tend to turn them inside out.
Well, that just sounds like not good sportsman if it's not reflective, but...
Yeah, if they make all the bands reflective and everyone's running them reflective, you should probably just run it reflective. Now, I get it if, like, you know, not everyone's running the same bands and they hand you one that's super reflective to be like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that, but...
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like, it's like, I mean, MK uses the light-up bands, and, like, it's going to give away my position in a dark corner, but everyone's got it on, so I'm not going to, you know...
Yeah.
Hide it.
Exactly.
But, you know, it depends on the field
Yeah.
and all that. Are any of you guys going to TRP the 30th? Yes, I'll be there. Eric will be there. Some other guys will be there. I don't know who all, but I'll be there. I'll be playing.
Is that 30th
we'll have
of this
we'll have
month?
a trailer up there, too. Yes, 30th of this month.
We'll be at MSATO. I'll be at MSATO.
yeah.
You guys will be at
At
TRP.
MSATO.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll have the trailer up at TRP. We'll have some guys there playing, some guys there vending. So yeah, we'll be there. It'll be fun. It's band and no band. One team doesn't have bands at all. Well, that doesn't sound like the smartest way of doing bands and no bands. I would definitely, to even it out, have both teams have bands.
Yeah.
There's different colors in each.
I'd agree.
That's interesting. So either no band or super reflective in a dark environment. Yeah, that's not great.
No.
I would definitely, you know what? Something I've noticed in general about like CQB fields is a lot of people just accept the like, I don't know, the field as is. Talk to the refs, you know. Tell them like, hey, I enjoy the field. I want to come play here. I want to support.
Oh,
but,
I
like
see what
there
you're
are
saying.
certain rule things like that. They're just like they're dumb. They don't help the game.
Yeah.
Like I know like not to name anybody because you know, but I've gone to CQB fields where you know, refs don't use whistles to start and stop games, or they don't, like, there's a lot of different small things that doesn't affect it, but it does actually affect your playtime. And a lot of people there will just kind of, like, roll over and accept it. They're like, that's just how it is here. And it's like, it doesn't have to be that way.
No, you can always make it better. And
Yeah,
I know
like-
that if it's a good field, a good couple of reps, or, like, good people that are at that place of business, that they will listen to the players' concerns to make it better, because they understand that at the end of the day, it's the players that are going to be the one taking it. There are customers, like, we should probably listen to them.
I mean, I know even for, like, the arena here, I'll have people who, you know, will come up and let me know about, like, certain field changes we do sometimes, because we're always changing the field out there. That might not have worked the way we were intending, which is bound to happen. We're always down to adjust it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate when people come with those concerns, but it's, you know, I'll hear people complain about something behind the scenes, but they never brought it up to us. And it's like, well, if it's a problem, like, we want to fix it. We want to make your experience better.
Yeah.
We want to make the field better.
Walk up to us at the field, email us, DM us, call us, something like that, because if you're not having fun,
Yeah,
then
and
we're
it's
not going to
likely-
have
It's
fun.
likely other
Like,
people probably
yeah.
are too. You know, if it's an issue you've noticed, other people probably have. So, I don't know. Just you know, think about speaking up to staff and letting them know your experiences on the field and giving them, you know, your honest thoughts.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's how we make the whole community better and everything better.
Nothing's worse than spending $35 to go play somewhere and having a shit day because of some stupid decision that could have been changed. You know, just being real.
Stupid and or bad refs can make or break a local play. It definitely can.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I've definitely had refs who either just don't really know what's going on or just don't really care that day,
Yep.
which, I mean, it happens to the best of us. But it'll definitely make that experience worse for the players. But at the same time, like, it's Airsoft, so, you know, you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt sometimes, like, regardless of where you're at.
At the same time, though, like, if it's becoming consistent, you gotta be
Of
like,
course. No, of course.
hey, guys.
Of course, you know,
Please.
but like there have been plenty of fields where I have a great day every single time I go, and then one day there's a
it's
bad day. I
horrible.
mean, it happens.
Yeah,
you know,
all
it
the time.
happens.
It's
So,
Airsoft.
Yeah, you always got to give places second chances, stuff like that.
Excuse me.
So, hey, Mr. Lives, a few times
got a
question:
YouTube
what is your
question.
thoughts about the Zevcore M4, and what upgrades would you make?
So Zev M4s are
It's the PTS.
is the
one.
PTS ones, yeah.
yeah.
Zev M4s are good. Would not be my first choice when it comes to getting a M4. Just in a personal opinion standpoint. The upgrades though that I would get would be your standard. If it's an AEG, just don't touch the internals of any AEG unless you're giving it to a shop specifically to do something with it. If you're doing it yourself, don't. Just keep it barrel bucking hop unit, maybe not even the hop unit, but barrel bucking nub, and call it a day.
Motor.
I mean, yeah, motor. Maybe if you want to load something a little bit snappier.
I mean, I don't know what comes installed in the PTSF. Is there MOSFET in that?
I think it's a MOSFET, but I think it's a very basic.
There's definitely
system.
a MOSFET, but I'm curious what it is. I mean, if you really want to get like high performance out of it, you could throw a Gate Titan in there, get a higher RPM motor, and it'll make it pretty snappy firing. And that's not opening up your gearbox at all. I mean, as Logan said, you could swap out your gears for different gear set, and you could reshim it and everything. But unless you know what you're doing, I don't recommend it. What to say?
It's just very basic chillin' M4.
No MOSFET.
Not that I've seen here. The biggest thing.
Get a MOSFET for it then.
Yeah, the MOSFET would be good. Electronic trigger system, built and designed, MOSFET integrate. Doesn't say what MOSFET it has there, so it's an unknown MOSFET.
Probably, yeah.
36 thou high torque motor actually. That's actually a really good motor or high or speed motor that you'd see. A lot of it is just like it's tricked out with PTS stuff. So honestly, just keep it to a barrel bucking and stuff. That would be your best bet. That's why I always typically tell anybody, because the second you start getting into like MOSFETs and stuff, you get down that rabbit hole of like, well, if I already put a MOSFET in it, might as well put different gears in it. And
of course, that's how it is when it comes to upgrading your airsoft stuff. But yeah,
it's not got the gold barrel on it. Oh, these are the ones with the gold barrels on it. These are sweet. We don't have any of those, do we?
Yeah, Eric, you're right. The staff at certain fields can definitely lead to them shutting their doors.
I miss both of those fields. I've been to both of those once, OVA and Crucible. I would love to have gone
OVA
back
had
once.
a couple of locations that they switched between.
I'm talking about the one that was like super narrow but hella long. Remember that one?
Yeah.
That's the one that just recently closed.
Yeah,
I think that was the final location.
Yeah, but they had like a pool location. It was like literally an indoor swimming pool, and the field was like around it, and you could walk down into like the pool, Yeah, that was one of their locations, and they had another one before that. They've had a few locations, and I've been to...
That's kind of cool, though.
It was interesting. It was
interesting, yeah.
It was cool, yeah. I mean, I didn't hate it. Eric said, nah, OVA was cheeks. Yeah, OVA, it had its ups and downs. I mean, I'll say I did almost get shot in the face in staging.
At OVA?
Yeah, while
I
didn't have iPro. Some kid was messing around with his gas blowback and popped a round off.
Oh, that does not surprise
me
at all.
So I wore safety glasses in staging for the rest of the day. So, I mean, that just goes to show where, like, I mean, that could have been a really big safety concern, an issue.
Oh, yeah.
So, it doesn't take much to enforce those rules.
No.
Yeah.
Do we have anything new that's coming out? That's good that we're getting in because we just got the land. Like anything new that we can chat about?
The Nexus engines are new. We talked about them a little bit last week.
Yeah, you played with them.
I did. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's a good engine. It's really like responsive.
Yeah.
The trigger's very snappy, very responsive trigger.
It's an adjustable one, right?
It is adjustable, but since it's a mechanical engine, you have that bit of a reset.
Yeah.
That like is just unavoidable. So even when you tune it all the way to like the lightest it can be, you still can't really get like a stupid fast trigger pull.
Got it. Okay.
Which is interesting because it is marketed as like a speed gun.
Yeah. Well, I guess speed gun in the term of mechanical engines because what you have the red line, the Kythera, and the Kythera isn't as speedy. It's definitely probably not as speedy as the Nexus, and the red line certainly
Nexus
is not.
The Nexus is more speedy than other mechanical engines.
Yeah.
But like compared to an F2, you're not even close.
No.
So,
I mean, electric pneumatics always going to win the day.
Yeah,
anyways.
and for the price of it and the fact that it's a drop-in, a lot of people have been comparing it to the F1 or even the F2 because of the price points. And I don't know, for like a speed soft build, I would still probably go with an F2. But I'll say that like the engine itself, I mean, the magnetic trigger is very satisfying, and it has a really nice pop, and the full auto is pretty impressive. I would love to see an LMG build with it, but I don't know. It's so new that I don't know how it's gonna last like long term on the field because of the amount of O-rings it has.
That's why we allocate one for a test build.
Hey, I ran it on the field and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I think it's a very cool engine.
It sounded very cool. I was putting it together. I'm sad that I didn't get a chance to come out and play this past weekend.
Yeah.
But like with shooting it and stuff like that, and briefly
It's
tinkering
cool.
with it, it sounds really sick.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't know. I wish they had some more. I wish they had like just an engine drop in. Because that V2 shell, it's just you can only put it in so many replicas.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, they don't have like a body pin for it, like hole, so you can't put the body pin back in your replica. I mean,
And the rear one? Or the front? Wait, they don't have a rear body pin for it?
The one right next to the trigger guard, your trigger guard body pin.
Oh, the anti-roll pin or whatever it's called.
There's just
Got
no
that one. Okay.
there's just no cut through the gearbox. It's just how they made it, so it's I don't know, it's interesting. It's cool.
Maybe a drop-in engine by itself would be something that they come out in the future. I mean, that'd be cool, but it'd be way different than their normal Nexus engines because I don't know how you do that with a mechanical trigger unless it's a module. I don't know. I'm spitballing, but yeah, it would be cool if they had something like that. One different mechanical engine on the market versus the ones we already have.
Yeah. Any reason not to go Nexus? I mean, there's no reason not to, besides maybe if you wanted a little bit more control out of it. I mean, it's a mechanical engine, so you don't have an FCU, so there's no programming. So if you really want to get like a hair tune trigger and you really want to get into those gritty details of what you can kind of get out of your build, you're not going to be able to find that in the Nexus, just like right off the bat. You have a tunable trigger and that's about it.
Also, I would say if you're running into like fitment issues, Nexus is probably not going to be the best thing because Nexus is a drop-in gearbox size like engine. It's like the Fusion or whatever it is, and it drops in totally like that versus like the Redline Kythera, where you can cut your gearbox that already goes into your gun and adjust it that way. So you're gonna have probably standardly better fitment using the Redline or the Kythera. The big advantage I think that the Nexus has over the Redline and the Kythera is that automatic function. Like it is a automatic mechanical engine.
Yeah,
which
the
is
full auto
is very cool.
Is really cool. But I mean, I don't really see any. I mean, for CQB at least, there's not really a purpose for the full auto.
No, there really isn't. Full auto is more of, like you said, the LMG thing.
Yeah, exactly. Which, like, there's not really many V2 LMGs.
I mean, you have the M249 Crytek, the M249 lightweight. That's another one that's a V2.
But is it like V2 or is it
no,
like
that's like a dead ass V2 engine.
Because I know like
gearbox.
the Scar is V2, but it's like Scar V2, so it's slightly different spec.
the lightweight M249 is an actual version 2 gearbox.
I'm just curious if you'd be able to actually drop it right in.
I don't. Well,
like will the selectors line up and everything? Like
maybe
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. The issue then becomes, like I said earlier, it's like if there's a fitment issue with that, you're better off just going to fucking Redline. But then you don't have an LMG, you have a semi-automatic M249, and no one wants that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It would be.
But they do on their website. They say they have a Milsim version coming out soon, and I'm really curious to see what all that entails.
I would love to be on the fly on the wall of those conversations for that.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I would like to get their specific Speedsoft build in. Like they have their pre-built guns. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen those.
I have seen those. Yeah,
I would like to get one of those in because those just they look wild.
I just pre-ordered the VFC PPSH. I can't wait for it to come out. That's interesting. I know VFC was making a PPSH. The pushes are cool.
Wait. Pre-order VFC PPSH?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I didn't know VFC was making one.
Excuse me?
That's pretty interesting, though. Love a good PPSH. They're pretty cool guns. I wish they had a little bit more.
It's a gas blowback.
That's really cool.
That's really cool.
That's a lot cooler than an AEG one. Dang, comes that big old drum mag.
Send it, dude. I want it. This is a crap ass website to look it up at, but
yeah,
I'd take that 100%. That's Tits McGee.
That's cool. That's cool. I can tell that's gonna be cool.
We redlined a AEG redlined N7 Milsim and AEG PPSH at one point, and that was the funniest thing ever, and it was one of the most accurate guns I've ever redlined. Don't know why. The payment was ass, but it just lobbing 4.0, it's just marbles, man. That was insane. I want one of those.
Do you think companies like Wolverine with the Infernos and or Redline should start selling more drop-in units for V2, V3?
Well, Wolverine does. They sell the V2 drop-ins
Yeah.
and stuff, and they have the Inferno AK kit. If I'm not mistaken, I really hope I'm not flubbing it, but they have the Inferno AK kit, and the Redline has their version 2s and their version 3 stuff. So, I mean, they're making it available to both V2 and V3. I think the argument should be more so like, are there other versions of the gearboxes and stuff like that that you would want to have those kits be able to drop into? Like if there's specific models and yada yada, not just your standard M4s and your standard AKs, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't think that Wolverine makes drop-ins.
Well, it's the kit. It's the Inferno kit kind of deal, and then you get like the nozzle or whatever to get it to fit with the trigger board or however that HPA space magic goes.
I mean, honestly, the more you look into like actually doing an HPA build and stuff, the easier it seems to do. Like as far
it's really easy.
Yeah, as far as dropping in your HPA engine into a gearbox that you already have, it's not too many steps outside of just dropping a pre-built engine in. I mean, depending on the build. Like if it's a V2, V3 standard V2, V3, not that difficult.
You're gonna
when you get into the more unique builds, you're gonna have a lot more problems.
But in that vein, I feel like there's a Reddit forum for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you could find somebody who Redline N7 milsimmed at PPSH at one point, or some crazy other build like a Thompson, like we have one sitting right here, kind of deal.
Yeah, you can do some weird stuff.
Yeah, like everyone and anyone has done anything and everything in Airsoft. So yeah, it's just a matter of how much research you're willing to do and how much you're willing to get your hands dirty and how much you're willing to mar up your gun if it goes wrong.
Yeah. Antec said Logan is based.
Yes, sir. I try to be. I'm horrible, but I try to be. Dude, I'm still full from the itis. My brain is just like trying to like marinate, but it's being marinated in carbs, macaroni and cheese, and brownies from that barbecue
Bro said
place.
I ate too much barbecue.
Dude, yeah, I did eat too much barbecue, man. I'm like Bruno over here. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't feel like I can say much more after that one.
Well, we got like
15 minutes.
Like 10 or so. We signed on a little early, but get your last bit of questions in. We have this Thompson giveaway going on.
Yes, we do.
We are going to be giving it away next Wednesday during the live at 1:30. So if you haven't entered that already, head over to our Instagram, find the post for the Thompson, tag a friend, share it, make sure you're following us, and you could maybe win the Thompson, the M1A1.
Put a Nexus engine in that.
Yeah, I wish. It's the Thompson's cool. We love the Thompson. That's the real wood version, right? I think so.
I'm afraid to even stick my hand in that direction, or else the meta gods are gonna get pissed off at me.
They'll be upset, but it's cool. It feels nice.
I want one.
They're fun.
Decked out with rails and sight mounts and stuff. I want a modern version Thompson, and I don't want the Airsoft one. I want the real 45 ACP, like a modern version Thompson.
My first ever Airsoft gun was a Thompson.
No shit.
Yeah, I bought it at. It was an estate sale, I think. I found it for like $30.
Yeah.
And you know what? I liked it, but I'll say that it was heavy and pretty big for me when I was like a young kid. It's still big for me.
Oh
now,
yeah.
Honestly, like the stock is massive, but
I think.
Yeah, I ran that thing at Steel City here in Pittsburgh. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I think my first ever Airsoft gun, like, I'm talking like actual Airsoft gun, not like the ones you get at Walmart that have the top feeding hopper, like the Crossman ones. Like my actual first Airsoft gun was if I am remembering it correctly, was a Game Face or Game Force. It was like this blue packaging, not a famous brand, not a popular brand.
I was gonna say I don't think I'm familiar.
Yeah, it was like synonymous with Walmart guns. Like it came with like the crappy plastic film over it. Yeah, like that kind of packaging. Yeah. It was one of those, and it was a MP7 that they came out with with the weird square battery that you have to take off the front and it just kind of slides out with it.
Yeah.
I had that as my first
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I actually bought one of those because I was looking at getting MP7, and I like go on Google or YouTube, and I was like Airsoft MP7. And I see the KWA gas blowback one, and dudes, don't.
Yeah.
That looks sweet. I go to Walmart, I'm like, I'm gonna buy this thing. I take it home, I go, wait a second.
It doesn't do any of the shit that I just saw.
That's where, you know, I learned a valuable lesson that day.
Yeah.
That they're not all the same.
Yeah, dude. Shopping at Airsoft Mega Store?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Airsoft Mega Store is real. Yeah, that's a real place.
I know it's a real place. I just haven't said that name in a while. That and Airsplat were my two shoppers before I went to E-Vike and then Amped and then Red Wolf.
That's funny. I mean, I'm Pittsburgh local, so I bought from Amped.
Yeah.
Like when I first got into Airsoft, I went to the not like first got, but whenever I wanted to actually buy, some legit stuff, I came to the retail location, the old one that we had back in Castle Shannon.
Nice.
Yeah, and I bought from the guys in store in person back in like 2013 or something.
Nice.
So
we had this spot up by us called King David's Airsoft in Lake Geneva, or not Lake Geneva, Lake Glen Ellen, whatever, Glen Ellen State, somewhere up north in Wisconsin or Illinois. And this dude was like such just a guy airsofter, like this tiny little shop, smaller than a retail space. He had like a small little section just devoted to tech, and like you would go in, and it's like this old Chinese guy, and he was one of the funniest dudes, and then he would not let you pay for tech work if you worked on your gun there. So what he would do is he would stand behind you and show you how to fix your own gun, so then you didn't come in later with another problem. So he would be like teaching you a valuable lesson, and you're like sick, and then he would just send you on your way. Then you'd come back and he'd be like, what did you break? I didn't fix it. What did you break? And then you'd have to do it again. But he was, that shop was like the first shop I went into, and it was the best. RIP that guy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Eric wants to know if we're going to plan a spring swap meet still. I'd love to.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
spring cleaning all of our GoPro out.
Yeah, we had talked about it. We had talked about it being like kind of a field thing where the field would host like a swap meet in the staging area. One that like kind of is in between Bull Bash, since really the only time we ever do a swap meet is at Bull Bash.
Yeah, definitely. I think that'd be cool.
Kind of in the middle.
Yeah, like a spring cleaning garage sale kind of deal. It'd be cool to go ahead and get everyone together for that.
But Eric, to answer your question, I have not done anything since you were here, so that'll tell you where we're at on that. But I'd love to. I mean, I'll bring it up to you. So we'll see.
Oh, that was funny. Question: when does Kurt play? I don't know.
He's played at the field a few times. When we do like an amp night or yeah, he's come out and played.
Really, I've seen him play once since I've been here.
He's played a handful of times.
When is the next amp night? Speaking of which, aren't we having one in like a couple weeks?
Well, so actually, the 26th of this month, which is a Wednesday, we are doing our first adult night, and it is
that's why
for 16. It's for people who are ages 16.
That's what I got confused with. Okay, adult night versus amp night. Okay.
So technically not an amp night, but I do know a lot of the amp guys will be playing that night.
Yep.
Like I'm gonna hop out on the field and probably get a game or two in. So
same here.
Maybe Kurt will play then. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't think Kurt's been to a milsim though in a while.
He hasn't been to a milsim in years. Yeah, I think
he used to play a lot. I mean, he's a player. I mean, he started as a player and stuff.
He was the first player. We went to a Sherwood Forest, a Veterans for Airsoft game in Sherwood Forest, Indiana, and he was the first person that ever let me run nods on the field because he gave me his dual tubes. He's like, "Go have fun." I'm like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's fine." And I put his Vibram toe shoes on as well. I was dude.
Why did you feel the need to put his shoes on?
Hold on, no, because I was a ninja. Because I'm like, I was just being autistic.
Because thanks for the nods. Give me your shoes.
Give me your palms too. I threw those on, dude. That was the best night game I've ever had because I was just this ninja, like pitter pattering around. I'm like, no one can get me. I'm being a little rat. It was so cool.
That's fun. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could ask that question, though, for most of the staff here. A lot of us don't get out and play nearly as much as we probably should be.
Or want to, even.
I know, a lot of us want to play, and, I mean, you get to the end of the week when it's time to go out for an event, and you're still burnt out, and, like doing Airsoft.
It's also hard when, like, we work these events at the same, when we go on these nat ops, and then, the weekend after, or, like, during that, we have to deal with, like, adult real-life stuff, as in, like, I would be going to probably play at MK this weekend or something, but I have to go home to a wedding, and it's hard when you are doing both things at the same time.
You play more than most people, though, who work here.
I try to play as much as possible because I like playing as much as possible. It's my hobby at the same time.
I agree. I enjoy playing. I think my problem more so is I don't enjoy travel.
I like the travel part. I love the travel part. Sitting in a car for 40 hours
that's
is great.
Good for you. I don't like the travel part.
No?
Not
I
really.
love traveling.
That's why
Unironically
that's why
love
most of
it.
the events I go to are usually within 2 hours of here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't usually travel any further than that. If I can't drive there and back in the same day, I don't usually want to go.
That's fair. I'm used to traveling so much since I've been a kid. So like traveling 8 hours for an event, like we're driving up to Emsado, that's 8 hours away. I mean, I'm like, oh, all right, whatever, an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
I'll just go do that. It's not bad. So
No, it's not bad.
I love traveling. I wish I could travel more for events
That's fair.
of my own, like just go to play, whether it's like MSWs or Jets, what are the Desert Fox events or more stuff in the New York area, that way, that part of the country, like I just want to be able to travel for more events.
Question: how did Logan get to Amped, if not PA native, one of those almost Canadians?
Oh no, God, don't you dare confuse me for that. All right, Chicagoan, Chirac, baby.
Chicago's close enough. Chicago borders Canada.
What? No, it doesn't.
Sure, it does.
No.
Michigan does.
We don't even touch Michigan.
Sure, you do.
We touch Indiana and Wisconsin.
You're like
we're on Lake
you're
Michigan.
Like there, and then like but the lake and Michigan, they're
I
like
can
all
feel
the
my
same,
blood pressure
and then
kicking up a little bit, and like it's causing me to get angry.
Oh,
No,
I
punch you.
Ross
No,
wants to get home for a late night ball rip, and you can't do that on the highway. Blink it through.
I just swallowed my gum. I was fucking coming out of the car.
Listen, if it's not within 2 hours, I can't do it.
Blink if it's true.
Oh shit, Aiden. You're killing me. Your message redacted. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh my God.
Anyway, sorry. Continue your story.
No.
How'd you get to Amped? We need your origin story.
I saw my gum. Oh my God.
I'll stop. I need you to just get.
God damn it. My origin story is I used to work for a healthcare company in Chicago, and the pandemic was coming to an end. Tom, he approached me and was like, "Hey, do you want to come work for us?" Kurt's was bugging me for a long time to be like, "Hey, do you want to come work for us?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'll take the leap of faith and see what happens." And now I'm here. Left my family, friends, and girlfriend behind, and we don't need them. Definitely. Need my dog. R.I.P. that little rat. But yeah, that's my origin story. So I drive 8 hours every 3 weeks to go home. That's 8 hours one way.
Yeah.
1,000 miles round trip.
Yeah, I wouldn't make that trip.
I like seeing my significant other, so I try to do that.
Not for 8 hours, man. 8 hour drive, that's crazy.
I'd listen. I'd like to see my family.
Where's the super subway? It's supposed to go.
Dude, please, I would love to be able to take a train. There is a train that goes there, but it's 13 hours for a train ride. I'm like, that's absurd. And there's a flight, and it's an hour and a half, but it's $350 typically. I'm like, that's insane. I'm going to spend $350 in gas both ways.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you're probably hitting pretty close in gas and tolls.
I try to take a plane ride whenever I can, but again, it's $350.
No,
unless I'm going there for a week, I'm not. It is insane to even think about that.
Yeah.
That's my origin story.
I mean, that's fair.
Smash F, are you still?
You have chairs. You still stand on tables.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get sick from swallowing that gum. That was a funny comment.
I mean, it was 9.5 hours to get to Bull Bash, and 100% worth it. Yeah, I mean, listen,
some events are worth it.
I'm all for the long drives for a worth it enough event. It's just hard for me to personally think of an event as worth it for a long drive when we as a company do so many of them.
Valid.
It's like, I could go to this event, it's going to be a 9-hour drive there, 9-hour drive back. Yeah. We have to stop at some hotels because of DOT, so it takes us a couple days to get there and back. Yeah. And, I mean, when I compare that to, like, a 2-hour drive on an event we might be going on the weekend after that, I'd rather do that one just because it's, especially because I work weekends, it's easier for me to be in and out of the office and get things done
100%.
and not be gone for a lead up of days. So that's just me.
Bull
Bash 2025 when?
When? Probably the same time as last year.
I don't know, Eric. When is it?
Don't know.
How do you tell us?
Like, you should know, right?
October 14th. Or, actually, no. This year it would be the 10th. October 10th.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Not the 11th?
Well, 2 days.
Because that was Saturday.
Yeah, but it's October 14th was the first time, and then it's the 12th, and then...
I think it's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
be
that
the
would
11th
make sense.
because we had a leap year.
It would be the
It's
11th.
11th.
Oh, is that why it skipped a day? We had a leap year?
Yeah. It's the 11th.
Why do we be having leap years? Can we
Come on,
can we
bro. You're the one
discuss
scheduling
that
everything.
now? I don't schedule that.
Why do
That's
you want
not
to have
me.
a discussion about a leap year? What are you going to have? A gripe with a calendar?
Yeah.
Throw hands with what?
Yeah.
The U.S. government about a calendar?
Yeah, I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy about leap year. I'm also unhappy about daylight savings.
Why are you unhappy about daylight savings?
I think we shouldn't do it. No one else does it.
Okay, and?
We're the only ones who do it. And it's stupid, bro. I had to lose an hour of sleep the other week.
Well, it's your fault you didn't go to bed an hour earlier.
It sucked, bro.
Well, you should go to bed an hour earlier.
It sucked, man. I can't.
But, I mean, yeah, maybe. I have chairs. I found orange was at a thrift shop. I have a clip of me completely wiping out while spinning on one. Nice! Send that to us. I want to see that.
I do want to see that. Daylight savings is... Yes, Aiden understands. Aiden gets it.
Just go to bed an hour
It's terrible,
earlier.
dude. It's terrible.
Just go to bed an hour earlier, guys.
I say
My
get rid of it.
God.
Remove it.
So
all
picky.
my sleepy ones, rise up. Twos in the chat if you're sleepy. Post twos up.
Ross, of what? The 4 people watching on Instagram and the probably 2 people on YouTube?
we got more on YouTube. How many people are? We got 5 people. We got
Oh
that's a
my
total
God.
of 9 people watching. I want to see 9 twos. Right?
I'm praying to God that no one
All right.
messages
Before
in.
I
dog on
absolutely
you.
lose my mind.
Yeah.
We have 2 minutes left for the live. So if you want to enter a giveaway for the Thompson, which we'll be giving away next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. on the live, all you got to do is go to the post, share it, tag a friend. Yeah, we'll see you guys at TRP at the end of the month. We'll see you guys at Op Libertas at the end of the month. We'll see you guys at MSW, the Albacaz flank. We'll see you guys at Sector 7. How do you pronounce it? I don't know.
Abkhaz.
Abkhaz. The L side. Is there an L in it?
Albacaz.
Alakazam. Baby.
Yeah,
We'll see
dude.
y'all at Alakazam.
There we go.
Wilson
Let's
West.
call it the Alakazam front
And
now.
we'll see you guys at Sector 7, Pressure Cooker.
And we will
That's
see
at the beginning of April.
And we will see you guys next Wednesday on the live as well.
Yay.
And on that note,
Thanks.
let's go.
All right.
I'm ready to go take a nap. I've eaten too much barbecue.
Hey, Sleepy Boys, he agrees.
Hey,